Lesson 5, Unit 6, the Evaluation Report. Once a team of evaluators or team of consultants completes the evaluation, they will provide an evaluation report. It contains information such as executive summary, a brief summary of the project with background information on the purpose, description of the evaluation plan and the methodology of the evaluation, key findings and recommendations, and annexes with additional information. Depending on the type of evaluation, there may be more elements in the report, but in summary, these are the key elements of a typical evaluation report. The first part of the report is an executive summary, no more than 2-3 pages long. It is a brief overview of the evaluation, its purpose, process, and key findings and recommendations. This section is useful for any senior management or any person who is busy and doesn't want to read the full document, but they want to have a good understanding of the evaluation results and the key recommendations. The next section presents a brief summary of the project with some background information, the project logic, the main objectives, the context of the project, which includes the geographical location and key stakeholders, including the beneficiary groups. This section is an explanation of the purpose and the background of the evaluation, the uses of the report, the audiences, and any additional information that helps provide a context of the work done during the evaluation. The evaluation plan is a description of the scope and methodology used during the evaluation. It includes the time frame, the members of the evaluation team, and the evaluation questions used in the evaluation. This section includes if there are any deviations from the original plan, the changes made, and the justification for the changes. This section describes the methodology used during the evaluation. It describes certain limitations that the evaluator encountered while doing the work. It describes the methods used to analyze and monitor data and the data that was collected during the evaluation. A description of any limitations or issues with the collecting data, the service, and interviews with the beneficiaries, and limitations or problems with accessing information. The complete methodology can be included in detail and sometimes in the report annex. The next section presents the findings of the evaluation. It presents the results of the data analysis process and provides evidence with supporting qualitative and quantitative data about the principal findings of the evaluation. It is very useful to include charts that can help explain the findings and describe the changes or any problems that were found in the project. This is not a place to include opinions or judgments, but to show the results of the analysis of the data collected during the evaluation. The recommendation section is a narrative list of suggestions for modifying or supplementing the project in the future in order to improve its ability to meet its objectives and increase its success. The evaluator will describe the level of project effectiveness and efficiency, the strengths and shortcomings of the project. But most important, it will present opportunities for improvement. In the case of a midterm evaluation, opportunities to improve the project. If it's a final evaluation, improvements that the organization can make for future projects. This section also includes the lessons learned, things that the project found and learned in the process that can be useful for other projects in the organization. This last section is the place to provide detailed information that some of the audience members may want to refer to. This includes a complete evaluation plan with information on the design and methodology, a list of the stakeholder groups and the questionnaires used, the detailed results and information, a statistical analysis, and a list of reference documents used to develop the report. A survey of the American Evaluation Association members found out that 68% reported that their evaluation results were not used. It is quite common to see that an evaluation report is not used as intended or is forgotten and its recommendations are never implemented. Here's a list of the common reasons why an evaluation report is not used as intended. A failure to engage stakeholders in the evaluation process, an unclear evaluation purpose, and poorly defined target audiences. Stakeholders need to be engaged early to build interest or commitment. The purpose of the evaluation needs to be clear. The purpose determines how the evaluation report and findings will be used. The users of the reports need to be identified early on the process, including their needs and interests from the evaluation. An evaluation report needs to drive the intended users to action. It has to be clear on what needs to be done and the benefits of the organization, the project stakeholders, and the beneficiaries. This is one way of making the evaluation report is meaningful and actionable. One way to increase the use of the evaluation report is to develop a dissemination plan. The plan will identify the target audience, the format and content that is most appropriate for each audience, the delivery methods such as written, verbal, or electronic, and the timing and frequency of presenting the evaluation results. The project manager and the M&E unit should seek opportunities to present and share the evaluation report and recommendations by identifying events for follow-up discussions and facilitation as needed to enhance its use. An evaluation report needs to be very specific about the actions that need to be taken. It is important that the message is clear. If users of the report don't take action from those recommendations, then the evaluation was a waste. It is very important that key lessons and opportunities for improvement are incorporated in future or current projects within the organization.